Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters. Have you ever felt a calling deep within your heart? A silent whisper that reminds you that your life is meant for something greater? That you are not here by accident, but by divine decree? In the vast tapestry of creation, Allah has chosen certain souls to rise above the ordinary, to shine brightly even in the darkness, and to fulfill a purpose that transcends the limits of this world. These individuals are the chosen ones, destined for a path that challenges the ordinary and defies the expectations of men. From the moment of their awakening, they are guided by a force greater than themselves, a divine wisdom that directs their steps, protects them from unseen harm, and elevates them to levels that others might never imagine. Yet, being chosen is not about privilege or pride. It is about responsibility, perseverance, and unwavering faith. It is a journey that tests the soul, strengthens character, and refines the heart. In this world, the rise of a chosen one will not go unnoticed. Enemies may mock, doubt, or even plot against them, yet every trial is part of Allah's divine plan. Every obstacle is a stepping stone, every challenge an opportunity to grow higher and purer. The tears of adversaries, the astonishment of the world, and the admiration of the faithful. These are the natural consequences of a soul aligned with the Almighty. Today, we begin to explore this profound truth. How Allah elevates His chosen servants so high that even the forces against them cannot dim their light. Prepare to awaken your spirit, open your heart, and understand the path of those destined to rise under the guidance of divine wisdom. You are about to see that being chosen is not a claim. It is a transformation, a journey, and a divine destiny that awaits those who trust, strive, and surrender to Allah completely. The chosen by Allah. To be chosen by Allah is not a title that can be earned through worldly achievements or personal ambition. It is a divine selection, a sacred decree that sets certain individuals apart for a higher purpose. The chosen one is guided by the unseen, protected by mercy, and empowered by faith. Their path is illuminated by divine wisdom, and every step they take is part of a plan far greater than what the eye can perceive. In Islam, we learn that Allah chooses whom He wills, and His wisdom is beyond human comprehension. The chosen one may face struggles, ridicule, and trials. Yet these are not punishments. They are blessings in disguise, meant to purify the heart, strengthen resolve, and prepare the soul for its ultimate elevation. Like gold tested by fire, the chosen one emerges resilient, radiant, and steadfast. Being chosen does not mean life will be easy. On the contrary, it often demands sacrifice, patience, and unwavering reliance on Allah. Every decision, every action, every intention becomes a reflection of divine guidance. The chosen one lives with a consciousness that their life is a trust from Allah, and their journey is a testimony to faith, perseverance, and righteousness. Throughout history, Allah has elevated His servants to fulfill missions that change lives, inspire nations, and remind humanity of the power of faith. The chosen one becomes a beacon, a symbol of hope, and a living proof that divine wisdom can elevate anyone who surrenders to Allah with sincerity and devotion. This is the reality. To be chosen is not merely to exist, but to rise, to shine, and to carry a purpose that touches both heaven and earth. And as we continue, we will uncover how faith and divine guidance elevate the chosen one to heights where enemies weep and the world witnesses a transformation only Allah can orchestrate. Elevating the soul and rank. The journey of the chosen one is not only about recognition or worldly influence. It is primarily about the elevation of the soul. Allah's divine plan works silently within the heart, nurturing patience, humility, and unwavering faith. Every act of devotion, every prayer uttered sincerely, every moment spent in reflection becomes a ladder, lifting the soul to heights unseen by ordinary eyes. Elevation, in Allah's eyes, is measured not by wealth or fame, but by the refinement of character and the depth of spiritual insight. The chosen one learns to see beyond the temporary struggles of this world, understanding that trials are instruments of growth and that every challenge is an opportunity to rise closer to the divine. Their hearts become like mirrors, reflecting light even amidst darkness, radiating peace, resilience, and wisdom to those around them. Spiritual elevation also comes with clarity. The chosen one begins to perceive life differently. The whispers of envy, the schemes of adversaries, and the fleeting illusions of material gain lose their power over a heart anchored in Allah's guidance. Instead, every hardship becomes a teacher, every setback a step toward higher understanding, and every moment of patience a bridge to unimaginable spiritual heights. As the soul ascends, the chosen one begins to embody the qualities that Allah cherishes: sincerity, steadfastness, compassion, and wisdom. These are not merely virtues. They are the currency of spiritual rank. And while enemies may watch, doubt, or attempt to obstruct, they cannot hinder the elevation ordained by Allah. The higher the soul rises, the more profound its impact, creating a resonance that touches both the believer and the world around them. This is the secret of true elevation. It is silent, unseen by those who chase worldly accolades, yet powerful beyond measure. The chosen one rises, not to compete with others, but to fulfill a divine destiny. One step, one prayer, and one act of devotion at a time. Trials and the envy of enemies. No journey of a chosen one is free from trials. As Allah elevates His servant, the world often reacts with envy, doubt, and opposition. Enemies, both seen and unseen, may attempt to hinder the path, challenge the heart, and sow fear. Yet these trials are not punishments. They are instruments of purification, meant to refine the soul, strengthen faith, and reveal the resilience of the believer. The envy of adversaries is a clear sign of divine elevation. When the world resists, it is often because it senses the power of Allah's guidance within the chosen one. Every whisper, every plot, and every act of opposition is a mirror reflecting the significance of the soul that Allah is raising. The tears of the enemies are a testimony to the unstoppable rise of one who walks in faith, guided by wisdom, and shielded by divine protection. Patience becomes the greatest weapon in these moments. The chosen one learns not to react impulsively, but to maintain composure, trust in Allah's plan, and use obstacles as stepping stones. Even when surrounded by darkness, the believer's light shines brighter. This is the secret of enduring trials. They do not break the chosen one. They elevate them further, like a diamond shaped by pressure, or a tree that grows stronger against the wind. The world may not understand, and enemies may conspire, but divine wisdom is beyond human comprehension. Each challenge, each act of jealousy, and every attempt to obstruct the believer becomes part of a greater design, leading the chosen one to heights where even adversaries must witness Allah's unmistakable favor. Through these trials, the chosen one learns the ultimate truth. Victory is not measured by what the world sees, but by what Allah bestows. And when the divine elevation is complete, even the strongest opposition cannot diminish the radiance of the soul destined to rise. The role of perseverance. Perseverance is the backbone of the chosen one's journey. Elevation by Allah is never instantaneous. It is a gradual ascent, built upon steadfast faith, unwavering effort, and relentless commitment to righteousness. Every obstacle faced, every hardship endured, and every moment of doubt overcome is a thread woven into the fabric of divine elevation. Without perseverance, the heart may falter, and the light of guidance may dim. The chosen one understands that life's trials are not punishments, but instruments of growth. Just as a blacksmith tempers steel through fire, the believer's soul is strengthened through challenges. Patience becomes a shield, resilience becomes a companion, and trust in Allah transforms every setback into a stepping stone toward higher ranks. Those who persevere are not only elevated in their worldly circumstances, but also in their spiritual stature, reaching heights that ordinary ambition cannot achieve. Perseverance is also the key to inner peace. When the chosen one remains steadfast, the whispers of doubt and the pressures of the world lose their power. The heart learns to rely solely on divine wisdom, finding solace in prayer, reflection, and submission to Allah's will. It is through this unwavering commitment that the believer experiences true freedom, the freedom to rise above fear, criticism, and envy.
Moreover, perseverance shapes influence. As the chosen one continues to climb, their actions inspire others to seek patience, faith, and resilience.
The journey itself becomes a lesson, showing that true elevation is not a gift for the idle or impatient, but for those who endure with grace and faith. Each step taken in perseverance draws the believer closer to the divine promise, and every act of steadfastness plants seeds of greatness that will bloom under Allah's guidance. Ultimately, perseverance is the bridge between divine selection and visible triumph. The chosen one does not merely survive the journey. They ascend, shining as a beacon for those who walk the path of faith and courage. Inner transformation. The rise of the chosen one is not only seen in the world, but is most profound within the soul. Allah's elevation begins as a quiet, internal process, a transformation of the heart, mind, and spirit. The believer learns to shed arrogance, impatience, and attachment to worldly desires, replacing them with humility, gratitude, and unwavering reliance on Allah. This inner transformation is the foundation of true greatness, for it shapes the character that will carry divine blessings to every action and interaction. Through prayer, reflection, and steadfast devotion, the chosen one begins to perceive life through the lens of divine wisdom. Challenges are no longer obstacles, but opportunities for growth. Criticism becomes a mirror for self-improvement, and every trial is a lesson in patience and surrender. This inner refinement allows the believer to maintain peace amidst chaos, clarity amidst confusion, and strength amidst adversity. Transformation also reveals the chosen one's true purpose. As the heart purifies, the vision expands, allowing the believer to understand not only personal destiny, but the greater impact their rise has on others. Compassion deepens, empathy strengthens, and the desire to uplift those around them becomes a natural reflection of divine guidance. In this way, elevation is not selfish. It radiates outward, touching families, communities, and even strangers in ways unseen. Importantly, inner transformation shields the chosen one from the envy and malice of others. When the heart is aligned with Allah, the distractions of jealousy, doubt, and worldly competition lose their hold. The believer moves with confidence, grounded in faith and guided by purpose, knowing that true elevation is measured by spiritual growth, not by the approval of men. In essence, the chosen one rises first from within. Their outer achievements are the reflection of an inner revolution, a soul reshaped by divine light, fortified by patience and illuminated by faith. And as this transformation deepens, the believer prepares for the next stages of elevation, where their impact on the world becomes as powerful as the change within, the impact on the world. The elevation of the chosen one is not contained to their inner life. It inevitably begins to influence the world around them. As Allah raises His servant, their presence becomes a source of inspiration, guidance, and hope for those who witness their journey. Every action, every word, and every demonstration of steadfast faith carries the weight of divine influence, touching hearts and changing minds. The chosen one becomes a beacon in times of uncertainty. People who once felt lost or powerless are reminded of Allah's mercy and the potential within their own hearts. Communities witness resilience that defies logic, patience that conquers despair, and faith that triumphs over adversity. The ripple effect of one person aligned with divine will extends far beyond what the eye can see, sowing seeds of courage, hope, and spiritual awakening. Enemies, too, are affected, though in different ways. When they see the unwavering rise of a believer guided by Allah, they are confronted with a truth that cannot be denied. Divine favor is unstoppable. Their attempts to harm, undermine, or deceive are powerless against a soul fortified by faith and illuminated by wisdom. Their weeping is not simply sorrow, it is the recognition of Allah's undeniable guidance and the futility of opposing it. The impact of the chosen one is both immediate and enduring. Friends gain strength and insight, families experience harmony, and even strangers may find solace and inspiration from the example set. Each step forward becomes a testament to the power of Allah's guidance, showing that one soul, when aligned with divine purpose, can create change on a scale far greater than personal ambition or effort could achieve. Ultimately, the world bears witness to a truth that transcends politics, power, and circumstance. The rise of the chosen one is a reflection of Allah's wisdom, mercy, and divine plan. And as this impact spreads, the believer's journey continues, ever higher, ever stronger, and ever closer to the fulfillment of their sacred destiny.
Signs of divine favor. Allah's favor is evident in the life of the chosen one, often in ways that are subtle yet unmistakable. These signs are a confirmation of the believer's alignment with divine will, guiding them through challenges, protecting them from hidden harm, and opening doors that no one else can unlock. Divine favor is not always loud or dramatic. Sometimes it is the quiet strength in the heart, the clarity of vision, or the unexpected support that comes at the perfect moment. One sign of Allah's favor is ease in the midst of hardship. When the chosen one faces obstacles, solutions appear, hearts soften, and paths unfold that seem impossible to those relying solely on worldly effort. Another sign is the growing influence and respect of others, not born of arrogance but of sincerity, wisdom, and unwavering faith. People naturally gravitate toward the chosen one, sensing a light that emanates from divine guidance. The chosen one also experiences protection in ways that may go unnoticed. Misfortune that could have struck never materializes. Harm that seemed inevitable is diverted. These protections are a sign that Allah is guiding their steps, preparing them for greater responsibilities and ensuring that their mission continues unimpeded. Moreover, blessings multiply, not necessarily in material wealth, but in knowledge, wisdom, opportunities, and spiritual insight. The heart grows stronger, the mind sharper, and the soul more attuned to the realities of life. Every prayer answered,
every moment of clarity, and every act of divine intervention is a reminder that the chosen one is under Allah's special care. Recognizing these signs strengthens faith and fuels perseverance. The chosen one learns to trust the unseen, to follow guidance even when the path is unclear, and to rise above doubt and fear. These signs are not rewards. They are affirmations, confirming that every step taken with sincerity is part of a divine plan leading to unparalleled elevation. The moment of triumph. The journey of the chosen one reaches its pinnacle in the moment of triumph, a time when perseverance, faith, and divine guidance converge to reveal the full extent of Allah's plan. This is the moment when challenges are overcome, enemies are silenced, and the world witnesses the undeniable rise of a soul aligned with the Almighty. Triumph is not measured by worldly standards of victory, but by the fulfillment of purpose, the elevation of character, and the spread of divine influence. At this stage, the chosen one stands as a living testament to Allah's wisdom. Every struggle faced, every tear shed, and every moment of doubt endured becomes part of a story that inspires generations. The rise of the chosen one is both awe-inspiring and humbling. Awe-inspiring because it reflects the power of Allah's favor, and humbling because it reminds all who witness it that true success belongs only to those guided by the divine. Before starting this video, do not forget to like this video, because it gives us a lot of strength to continue sharing beneficial content. And I invite you to subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell to stay informed of our upcoming publications on the Islamic faith. Thank you and good video. Enemies, once loud in their opposition, are rendered powerless. Their schemes fail, their jealousy is exposed, and their inability to halt the believer becomes a silent testimony to Allah's protection. The tears of adversaries are a natural consequence of a soul elevated beyond their reach, and the astonishment of the world is a reflection of the divine plan unfolding exactly as intended. Triumph also brings responsibility. The chosen one now carries the weight of influence, the ability to guide, and the opportunity to impact countless lives. Victory is not an endpoint. It is a continuation of service, a call to spread wisdom, and a reminder that elevation is a sacred trust that must be honored with humility, sincerity, and unwavering faith. In the moment of triumph, the chosen one becomes a beacon, a living proof that those who endure with patience, walk in faith, and trust in Allah's plan will rise to heights that inspire, protect, and illuminate the world. This is the fulfillment of destiny, the reward of perseverance, and the glory of divine selection. Conclusion: your divine destiny. The journey of the chosen one is a lesson for every believer. Allah's favor, guidance, and elevation are reserved for those who walk with faith, patience, and sincerity. Your destiny is not determined by the opinions of the world, the obstacles you face, or the envy of others. It is shaped by your devotion, your resilience, and your willingness to submit to Allah's divine plan. Every step you take in faith, every act of kindness, and every moment of perseverance brings you closer to the elevation that Allah has prepared for you. To be chosen is to carry a responsibility, to live with purpose, to inspire others, and to remain steadfast even when the path is difficult. Allah's guidance is always present, often in ways unseen yet profoundly impactful. Trust in His wisdom, follow His signs, and let your actions reflect the purity of your heart. As the chosen one rises, so too does the potential within you, waiting to unfold when your faith meets your commitment. Enemies will always exist, but their opposition is a reflection of your growing light. Their envy is proof of the elevation Allah has granted. Do not be disheartened by resistance or challenges, for they are part of the divine journey. Each trial is a teacher, each setback a stepping stone, and each moment of patience a bridge to unimaginable heights. Your divine destiny is within reach. By embracing faith, perseverance, and inner transformation, you too can rise to a level where your presence changes lives, your influence inspires nations, and your soul reflects the light of Allah's favor. Remember, elevation is not merely about reaching the top. It is about becoming the person Allah designed you to be, strong, wise, compassionate, and unstoppable. Rise with courage, walk with faith, and let your life be a testament to Allah's unwavering guidance. The world will witness your ascent, your enemies will weep, and your destiny will shine as a beacon of divine wisdom and power.